All right, everyone. So I was able to find the video that I wanted to share with you that I couldn't find earlier. So I'm going to briefly share this video with you, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on the video, okay? All right, let me turn it up so you can hear it. New neighborhood with a new build like we do. Actually, let me see if we can start it over. All right, let's see here. Okay, here we go. That eventually your mortgage payment is going to go up. And don't even get me started on the HOA fees and property taxes as the community you moved into starts to develop. That's another story for a different day. And girl, I know you're going to want to furnish your home, which is another big factor you have to consider. Buying furniture for your house is not going to be cheap. And child, when it comes to the maintenance, you will be responsible for everything that goes wrong. There's no landlord for you to call to change your filters or fix the plumbing issue or anything that you're just used to having the convenience of picking up the phone and calling someone else to fix. No, sis, that's going to fall on you. Whether you're single or have a partner, it's still a lot of work to maintain a home. So again, girl, please don't feel left out. There's nothing wrong with renting until you're ready to buy. Or if you never want to buy a home and you just prefer the convenience of renting, then that's okay too. At the end of the day, just tell people to mind their business and do what works best for you. Hey girls, stop letting social media pressure you into becoming a homeowner. With the way this economy is going right now, you might just be better off renting while you get your finances in order. The last thing you want to do is buy a home just to turn around and end up in a worse position because you felt left out or behind. Instead, let all the home content you see serve as motivation for you to prepare yourself for the journey, because let me tell you, the expenses don't stop after your down payment and closing costs. If purchasing a house is something you really want, then just start taking the steps to understand what it will take to not only buy the home but maintain it. For example, if you want to live in a new neighborhood with a new build like we do, then you have to keep in mind that eventually your mortgage payment is going to go up. And don't even get me started on the HOA fees and property taxes as the community you moved into starts to develop. That's another story for a different day. And girl, I know you're going to want to furnish your home, which is another big factor you have to consider. Buying furniture for your house is not going to be cheap. And child, when it comes to the maintenance, you will be responsible for everything that goes wrong. There's no landlord for you to call to change your filters or fix the plumbing issue or anything that you're just used to having the convenience of picking up the phone and calling someone else to fix. No, sis, that's going to fall on you. Whether you're single or have a partner, it's still a lot of work to maintain a home. So again, girl, please don't feel left out. There's nothing wrong with renting until you're ready to buy. Or if you never want to buy a home and you just prefer the convenience of renting, then that's okay too. At the end of the day, just tell people to mind their business and do what works best for you. Girls. All right, so there are a few things that I want to point out about this video before I sign on out of here. First of all, she talks about, okay, the beginning of the video started off pretty good. She said there's nothing wrong with waiting until you get your finances in order. You don't have a choice. When you're applying for a mortgage, unless you're paying with cash, you're going to have to wait until you get your finances in order, because the mortgage company, the lender, nobody's going to write your pre-approval letter if you're not ready to purchase, okay? It is designed so that you can be ready and that your finances are in order. This is why they tell you to pay down your debt, pay off your debt, have a certain credit score, and have a certain amount of money already saved up, okay? So your finances are going to be in order by the time you go to purchase. Unless you have the cash to purchase, then your finances are already in order, right? Yes, I think we're correct on that. Then she says that your mortgage payment is going to go up if you want to move into a new construction or new build community. Let me tell you something. That is completely untrue, misinformed information. I've had clients to move into brand new builds, and guess what? Their interest rate was less than a lot of people moving forward. We were actually able to get them locked in for 6 months while their home was being constructed and built at an interest rate of 5.75%. Okay, they actually closed December 28th of 2022. I remember them. Okay, they did a lot of hard work because they had another home that they had sold. They were getting out of financial debt. The husband had a heart attack, and they had gone through a lot to maintain their credit, and they worked together as a couple. Excuse my cat, she's definitely trying to get attention. So what I'm trying to say is, your mortgage payment is not going to go up just because you move into a new build. If anything, your mortgage payment can go down, because once you're in that home for about a year, guess what happens? You get to refinance. If you've made all your mortgage payments on time in a timely fashion, maintained your credit, and you're doing everything you're supposed to do while you're in the house, keep your debt to income ratio low,
they're going to look at that and say, hey, you know, you deserve to get a lower interest rate. And they will reevaluate, the mortgage company can reevaluate what you're paying. So a lot of people aren't privy to that information. I did it when I moved into my new build, and my mortgage payment went down almost by $200 there. Then she talks about HOA fees. HOA fees, if you're moving into a subdivision community, more than likely you will have HOA fees. And what are the HOA fees for? Because it is to maintain the community. If you have a community pool, if you have certain amenities in that community, you will have an HOA fee. And sometimes your HOA fee is contingent upon the community in which you move. If you're in a high dollar gated community, guess what? Of course, your HOA fees are going to cost more because you're in a more prestigious neighborhood. There are people that want that and there are people that don't. You can still move into a new build without an HOA fee. Did you know that? Yes, it is possible. What is another thing that she's talked about? Oh, she said that, oh, because the expenses don't stop once you do your down payment and once you have your closing costs. Well, guess what? If you're a new homeowner, if you're a first-time homeowner, you may qualify for down payment assistance. Did you know that? Yes, they have down payment assistance programs for first-time homeowners. Okay, so if you maintain your credit and you meet certain criteria in your particular state, you may qualify for the down payment assistance. What is another thing that she talked about? Oh, she talked about you'll be responsible for all the repairs. See, this is the nonsense that I hear a lot of people say about why they don't purchase. I had a friend that tell me that she was thinking about getting a townhouse, and she didn't purchase, and she didn't want to do it because, oh, she thought about the maintenance. Whatever. She was living at home with her mother. You can't listen to people like that. Guess what? This is why you have home warranties. Did you know that? Home warranties work similar to like if you purchase a car warranty, you get a used car, you get a used house, and even a brand new house, you can get a home warranty. So if things break down in the home, this is what your home warranty is for. Newsflash, this is what you can do when you purchase a home. So some of the things that you would normally have to come out of pocket for, you may have a home warranty to cover that. All right. You also have mortgage insurance. Mortgage insurance covers if there's a certain peril that damages your home, like a natural disaster. Did you know that? Yes. So things such as a fire, things that damage your home from natural disasters. Also, flood insurance is another thing that you can actually get. Not everyone has to get flood insurance if you're in a flood zone, but it's out there if you wish to purchase flood insurance. If your home is in a flood zone, they're going to definitely have you to purchase flood insurance. The mortgage company is probably going to make it imperative that you have flood insurance because they have to protect their investment. They're lending you money to pay back, so they're not going to want you. Give me this. Hold on one second, y'all. My cat. Stop it. Spit it out. Give it. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so that's that with the maintenance. What else did she talk about? She talked about don't let social media rush you. No, who's rushing anybody? Social media is a fact. Social media is a platform that everyone uses. Realtors use it, mortgage lenders use it, and all we're saying is that the longer that you wait to purchase, the more the house prices are going to go up. So she's looking, and this is another thing, if you're trying to get into a new construction community, the quicker you get in, the lower your house payment is going to be. And that's simply a matter of because the houses go up every couple of months when they sell houses. So by the time you could get a house, let's say the house is going for $350,000 at the beginning of the development, at the very beginning of construction, right? This is 2024. Say those houses are starting at $350,000. By the end of 2024, those same homes, the same exact house might cost you upward of $400,000 because people are moving in. It's a higher demand. And so with new construction, this is always normally the case. It's not anyone trying to rush you. It's people are just giving you the facts. If she has a realtor, which it doesn't sound like she has consulted with one, then she would understand these things and these she would know this, okay? Because a realtor is going to educate her. This sounds like this is something that she's going off from just whatever she thinks she knows. Maybe she's on social media looking at other people that are not homeowners. Maybe she's getting her information from people that are not in the mortgage industry, people that are not in the real estate profession, okay? Because a lot of people look at realtors and look at mortgage lenders as almost like the opposition. And we're really here to help you. We're really here to help educate you and tell you the realistic part of real estate. A lot of people don't like the information, so they want to cast you off as like being, I don't know, I guess negative, but it's not negative. It's just telling you how real estate works, how economics works, how the market is working. You're going to pay more if you wait longer. That is just simple facts in real estate. Go to any new construction development, watch the houses sell out, come back in 6 months and see what those house prices are on that same house, unless they work out some type of deal and they lock you in. And a lot of these new construction developments aren't doing that because they don't want to leave money on the table unless it's a hard community to sell. Okay. So if you're in a high demand area, guess what? Those house prices are going to go up every probably 3 to 4 months on that home by thousands of dollars. And that's just facts. Another thing that she said was tell people to mind their business. Nobody's in anybody's business. But what we're saying is that if you can help someone economically and if you can give them good, sound advice and help them to make informed decisions for their financial future, for their financial prosperity, as a real estate professional, as a mortgage lender, as a financial advisor, these are things that people are trying to point out to help people because it helps them in the future. You gain financial prosperity, a homeowner, because simply of what a real estate investment does for you, even if it's your primary residence. There are things that you can do with a home purchase that you cannot do if you're renting all of your life. And then she was like, the last part I totally disagree with is she said, if you just want to rent the rest of your life, if you never want to purchase, just you do what's best for you, what makes you comfortable. It's never going to be comfortable living in someone else's property. It's never going to be comfortable throwing $1,800, $2,000 away in rent every single month, struggling to pay rent when you could basically be investing into your own equity, your own financial future, something that you can own for your family and pass down through future generations if you choose to do so, that you can get mortgage insurance on. What is mortgage insurance? If something were to happen to you, guess what they can do? Pay off the remaining balance of your home. This is what you can do for your family and your future so that if something happens to you, they have a place to live. Now they're not stuck out there with rent, trying to struggle and scrap up money to pay for someone else to make them rich. This is all I'm saying. You don't have to take it from me. Continue to listen to these social media influencers. And she has 62.9 thousand views on a video full of misinformation. So this is just, a quick message from T Grish Realty. I am signing out. I really need to get out of here. I'm hungry and I have somewhere to go. So I will talk to y'all later. All right. Until next time, you all stay blessed.
All right, you all, greetings again. You all, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of Tigrish Realty Tours. Today, we will be exploring the Mattamy townhome called the Amira. This is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath townhome that is 1,769 square feet of heated living space, and it does feature a 1-car garage as well. Um, Throughout this video, you're going to be able to see the layout and the floor design and the floor plan. Hopefully, something like this will work great for your needs. I'm pretty sure with the way rent has increased in the Charlotte region, a lot of people might be interested in purchasing so that your mortgage payment can be the same instead of that rent increasing every year. I've had clients reach out to me, and that is the number one reason for them getting out of their lease, going into a purchase for themselves. And I think it's one of the best financial decisions that one can make for their financial future. Reason being is because we know that you will always be able to get equity out of your home. And the way that they have implemented the federal laws and regulations, we don't want to see what happened back in 2008, 2009, that time frame. Now they have basically implemented regulations where they make sure that you can actually secure your financing. Your credit is pulled multiple times throughout the home purchase process, about 3 times. Don't be alarmed, you all, if they pull your credit at the day of closing. Okay, so you don't want to open up any loans. You don't want to try to go purchase a car or any major purchases, no furniture, nothing until you have keys in hand and you have signed your contract, you all. All right. Now, if you need a little bit of information on how to qualify for a home, please feel free to reach out to 980-428-2333. I do work with some of the most great lenders out here that will work hard to make sure that you're able to secure a home for yourself. And if you're not quite ready yet, they will tell you what you need to do to get yourself ready and to get yourself prepared to purchase a home. So it's not to be discouraging, but the first point of contact is going to be with my lender. And I do give you multiple choices so you can actually interview the lenders and work with the one that you think best fits your needs. All of the lenders that I work with are very accessible. They will email you, they will text you, they will call, they're very responsive versus going through a bank or a credit union, y'all, where the byproduct is a mortgage program or a mortgage finance, but their number one product is to make money. This is why they are considered a bank. So the lenders have a lot more flexibility a lot of times in how they can help you to secure your financing. For those of you who are not aware of the different types of ways you can purchase, always you can purchase in cash. Okay, and if you're going to purchase in cash, you still may need a realtor to help advocate and negotiate on your behalf because there are some things that goes on in the purchase that a lot of people are not privy to. Also, another way of securing your home is using an FHA loan. An FHA loan is actually backed by the federal government, and it is usually the loan that a lot of first time home buyers use because they don't have a lot of money to put down as 20% for the first time when they purchase their home. Another way of financing is through a conventional loan. And a conventional loan usually works with people that have already purchased before because they have a lot more money to put down on their home. And you do have to have a certain credit score. Right now, the federal limits are 585. That is the credit score limit to qualify technically for a home. Of course, the higher the credit score, you probably have a better chance of getting a better interest rate. That is something that one of the lenders can go over with you. Another way of purchasing is using a USDA loan, you all. This is usually a loan that is on the outskirts and in rural areas of a city or a vicinity. And then another way of financing your loan is through a VA loan, which is very, very advantageous if you are a veteran and if you've been in the military. They have some of the best advantages to purchasing a home. And then there's also something called the 1031 exchange. You all, if you need a little bit more information into the insight of how to purchase, again, please reach out to me. My name is Tanita Gresham. I'm your real estate queen. That is T. Gresh Realty, and my number is 980-428-2333. If you enjoy this video, or if you just want to converse about the next steps in purchasing, please feel free to reach out to me. Excuse me. I am only a text or a phone call away. You can also reach me by email. That is t.gresh.realty@gmail.com. All right, signing out, everyone. Continue to be the CEO of your financial future. And remember, we are creating economic ownership over here. Until next time, you all stay blessed.